This is a tutorial on how to find sources for a research paper. We're going to look at using the Ebscohost databases as well as searching in the internet or on the web. We'll start with the library databases. From the welcome page, you want to click on Resources and then go down to the library databases and choose Ebscohost. You want to choose the Ebscohost web, and then you need to choose your specific databases. If you're looking for more general topics, I recommend choosing the first two listed databases, Academic Search Complete and Masterfile Premier. There are more specific databases, and you may want to scroll through to see if one suits your particular subject area. There are ones here for health, education, business, etc. Once you have selected your databases, click Continue. At this point, before you enter any terms in the search text box, be sure you limit your results to full text. Now you need to put your search terms. For Ebscohost, you want to avoid typing a full question or using phrases that include prepositions and more complex sentence structure. You really want to focus in on key terms and use the "and" to restrict. So if I am searching a research question, which is what are the benefits of flexible work schedules, I might want to just type in flexible and work and try that first. When I do that, I've got 9,000, almost 9,800 articles, which is probably not narrow enough. To narrow your search additionally, you could go to the subject menu and it will give you some choices. Since I'm looking at work schedules, I probably want to limit my search to the United States. So I'm going to try with that one first, even though there is a limiter for flex time and flexible work arrangements. Both of those look good too. But for now, I'm going to choose the United States. Now I have my search results. The results will give me the title and some of the citation information, but in order to really look fully at the article, I would need to click on the title. So the first thing you want to do is just begin to browse through titles and look for anything that may be of interest. Perks, let's see what this one has to do. I can see that the article is quite recent. It's from the New York Times, and I get a brief summary or abstract of the article. And so I see that this article does include some information on flexible hours or working from home. It may not have a lot of information, but perhaps it has something that would be useful to me. To access the article, I'm going to have to go to the full text finder. Sometimes this works, sometimes this does not. And in this case, it looks like it does work. I have the article and I can print it out if I want to annotate it. Certainly before you do that, you want to read the article and see what information would be useful to you. If that article didn't look good, you can always go back to your result list and again scroll down and look for any other article titles that look like they might work for your particular research project. Keep an eye out for the date. You do want your articles to be relatively recent. The further you go into the search, the older the articles will be in Ebscohost. So they do tend to start with the most recent articles and then go down from there. This particular topic, it looks like there are a lot of articles that have to do with this issue that are relatively recent. So you do have to find at least one article from Ebscohost that you can use in your research report. I would strongly urge you to find as many as you can from Ebscohost, since you know that this is a reliable source of information. The other place that you can go to search is just on the web. For your search term, I would recommend using Google. It tends to be a great search engine, and generally you can type in a question. So you could even type in, what are the benefits of flexible work schedules? And you'll tend to find fairly good matches in terms of what you're looking for. However, be very careful that you don't just choose the first article that you find, even though it seems to give you the information that you want. You definitely want to look at the source of the information. If it is a commercial site, a career site in this case, or a job hunting source or site, you do want to make sure that you're getting something a little more academic than that. So scroll down a bit and see what you can find. Here we have an article from the Huffington Post that is a journal. Some might argue it's a little on the liberal side, so you may keep that in mind. Patriot Software, I don't know what that is, some company. You can always Google the name of the site and try to get some background information, but generally what we're looking for are journalistic articles, government sites, education sites, nonprofit organization sites that are not completely one-sided or have a specific agenda. Here's an article from Forbes. That would probably be a good article. Here's some information from the Department of Labor. Obviously, that could be some good information. And of course, you can continue to look for more information by clicking Next. So that's a very brief tutorial about how to start your search for sources. My recommendation is that you look for as many sources as you can. The requirement is 6 sources, but I would look for more than that to begin with so that you can weed out ones that end up not being helpful. And good luck with your paper.